Sometimes I do older back issue comics as I come across them. I set them aside. In this case, this is a new take on an old character and an older style of comic book in the spirit of Conan the Barbarian. Those of you that know me, you know I'm a fan of Conan. Read the original Robert E. Howard stories as a teenager. Um, just out Lunar, so just a kind of a quick reveal. There's my stack to catch up on Goodreads. That's some of the back issues here that I've been reading. So just to keep it real, these are individual little video segments that I'm gonna catch up on. Also, I've added a lot of, including like Vampirella, Hulk magazines. Sorry, skipped over there. And a lot of Savage Sword and Saga of Conan magazines. These are going to the show this weekend. But this is Titan Press and Lunar. There's a Lunar box. Recently acquired the rights to distribute Titan, or worked out a deal to distribute their products, kind of in the aftermath of Diamond going out after declaring bankruptcy. So anyway, Dan Panosian, I've had the pleasure of meeting him at the KC Con. He's doing a great job on the covers. This is also excellent. This is a reproduction of a Neil Adams, art. This is a Savage Sword of Conan, contemporary, brand new. This is issue number 9. This is the Conan the Barbarian title, so we'll set that aside. Let's take a look at this. You know, I like his artwork. It's solid, is how I would describe it. If you have some opinions or thoughts, do share it. But really with the Conan story, there's always a little bit of legend and lore. From what I understand, Robert E. Howard did sketch on a scrap of paper somewhere, but it was never actually, his map was never actually published. That was something that's kind of been pieced together, and that became part of the Conan, you know, just when you do a Conan story, this quote from the Numidian Chronicles. So he created this Hyperborean age in between the lost city of Atlantis and modern history. It's hard to tell, but you know, like this is showing you it's set at near the border of Stygia and Kush, and this is the second part. This was issue 22, and I can vouch that this is a good story. This would be the time to put this on pause if it's something that you plan to read or moving forward. So in this case, you did want to read the first part. You could start right here. You know, it was a month ago, so, but I remember the first part. Conan stories always have an element of sorcery. This is a sorceress that she has been trying to move, the story goes that she's been trying to move her rank up within the sorcerers of Stygia. You know, Toth Amen being the most powerful sorcerer. And so one way to do that is in the combat of the arena. And so she's been out trying to acquire gladiator slaves, and Conan was captured. She overpowered him with her spells at the end of the last issue. Now here he's being set to fight. This was the current champion, this Krum Va. Here he's drawn to scale like enormous compared to Conan. But through discipline and his berserker rage, he, outwits the guy, and that leads to a big reign. She's really happy. This is similar to things that you see portrayed like in the Roman Empire, where basically he's treated like property, like a thing, just a tool for her advancement, or later we'll see pleasure. But he begins a reign of terror, and he's trying to figure out what he's supposed to do. Now, these guys were in the previous issue, were his companions, and they're set to fight each other. So there's a little moment there. This is the girl that he was with that was also kind of captured, and so then they discuss that they're planning to escape. He bides his time. After months of fighting for her, this is a party that she throws, again kind of Romanesque, harkens to the Roman Empire and things you see portrayed during the Roman culture of the ancient Roman Empire. So she wants to pleasure him, wants to use him as a sex slave. So not to kind of PG it, but that's basically what's going on here. She uses her sorcery because he tries to fight her off, and I don't want to reveal everything entirely. This guy earlier is introduced in the stands, and this would be the moment to definitely, if you don't want for this to be spoiled, check back, go ahead and pick it up. But the mark of a good comic for me is it ends with a cliffhanger in a way, or a reveal that, in this case, Zula came to his rescue. And so he was a major character in Conan the Barbarian, the original volume in the 70s. So there you go. And then they, this is okay, but there's so many covers. They're advertising there. One thing I did notice and did like is that it was essentially free of advertisement, which is really nice. It's a great value, excellent quality print and paper. There's a little, in the back with every issue, they give you a little bit more on the lore of the Conan world. So, hey, you can't beat it. Conan the Barbarian, number 22 from Titan Press. Hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoy this series, there's going to be plenty more videos that you can check out here on Magnitude 10 YouTube. And as always, enjoy your comics. We'll see you next time on Magnitude 10 YouTube.